My name is Eleanor Vance. For 30 years, I taught English in a small town school, believing that if you planted seeds of honesty, you would reap a harvest of integrity. I believed words mattered and that values endured. I was wrong. I raised one child, my son David. After my husband Robert passed away, David became my entire world. I poured into him every ounce of love, sacrifice, and faith I had. When he married Sarah, a soft-spoken woman with polite smiles, I believed my family was complete. 2 years ago, they came to my house on a cold, rainy evening. David looked exhausted, his eyes fixed on the floor. He told me they were desperate. They had started an online art gallery but were short on capital. The banks would not help them. If they did not get $50,000, they would lose the business and their apartment. Sarah held my hand and promised they would repay me, even double, if they succeeded. That money was my life savings. It was my pension, my medical safety net, and my security for old age. Still, I did not hesitate. I saw my son drowning and believed my love could save him. The next morning, I handed them a check for every dollar I had. For a while, everything seemed perfect. They visited every weekend, brought flowers, and paid me $500 each month. They spoke confidently about international buyers and high-end clients. I felt proud and useful again. Then the silence began. Calls went unanswered. Messages were ignored. Payments stopped. When I finally reached David, he blamed a slow market. My heart wanted to believe him, but my instincts warned me otherwise. One afternoon, I drove to their apartment without calling. In the driveway stood a brand-new charcoal grey Mercedes. From inside, I heard music and laughter. David opened the door holding expensive whiskey. The apartment was filled with luxury. Designer clothes, leather furniture, and a massive television surrounded them. Sarah looked at me without warmth and said they were enjoying their investment and that I would get my money when they were ready. That day, heartbreak turned into resolve. I contacted an old friend, a retired investigator. The truth destroyed what little hope I had left. There was no art gallery, no business. My retirement had paid for their fantasy life. When I confronted David, his words cut deeper than the loss of money. He told me I was old and had no real use for it anyway. He said they deserved to live. I reported them for fraud and elder financial abuse. The trial was painful. Seeing my own son in handcuffs broke my heart, but I refused to stay silent. They were convicted. Most of the money was already gone. I live simply now. My home is quiet, and my garden is my companion. I have forgiven them for my own peace, but trust is gone forever. I learned too late that sometimes the person you would give your life for is the one who betrays you most deeply.